Mam mikrofon, mam mój top. Welcome back to this men's colognes channel. This video is about date fragrances for men. These are fragrances that will make a great lasting impression, and they have got that romantic seductiveness in them. Let's start with the fragrance that I've been a fan of for a long time. It's Bois, the scent. They have just redone the bottle. It looks a bit different now, but the scent itself, it's just a phenomenal scent. It really just captures me. It is a scent that is fresh and citrusy, but also with a maninka fruit and also that lavender, a bit of leather. It's deep, it's seductive, it's rich, but still has got that nice freshness. I think they just have done an amazing job with this fragrance line, and it smells so attractive, so good. And they have improved the longevity on the new packaging, so now it lasts even more, which I appreciate because that was my issue with the original, the scent. So this is much more long lasting. I have tested it and it has got that romantic feel. It's a powerful fragrance, but it's not too much. And I think for first date, you don't want to smell too strong. You don't want to be off-putting, because we women, sometimes our noses are sensitive. Actually, I think in general, women's noses are more sensitive than men to fragrance. So it's good to go midway, not go for a beast mode, not go for a super quiet fragrance that nobody will be able to smell you, but go for something like this. And I've read some reviews about this one, and this, for a guy, he said he's never received more compliments than when wearing this fragrance, and I totally get why. This scent is absolutely phenomenal for dating situations. Next up, we have to go for My Love. Okay, this is a fragrance that I myself was so in love with that I purchased it for my husband. And I was like, man, just please wear this. There's something about this fragrance. Give me 1,000 niche fragrances, I'll probably choose this one most of the time. YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. It is as good as they say. If you've never tried it, if you think this is old news, think again, try it, and I'll promise you this will get you tons of compliments, tons of attention. Spray a lot of it on. This is a fragrance that you can really just not be afraid with the sprays. I would say 7 to 10 sprays. Go to town with it. The more the better. It smells so good. Okay, this... wow, just wow. The scent itself, it's the perfect balance of freshness with that fresh bergamot and the soothing lavender. It just makes me just melt, and this will be the effect that this fragrance will give you. It's still an amazing fragrance. Just buy it, just buy it. Trust me, this fragrance, it is phenomenal. And you'll love wearing it, and other people will love smelling you, especially your date. Next up, we've got a super manly scent, because I think for a date, you should either go for a bit more of a romantic scent, a bit sweeter, or go for a super masculine fragrance. Depends on what is your personal taste, but both are pretty safe because you don't know what your date might like in terms of scent. This fragrance, it is so badass. This scent is hyper masculine. It opens with a lot of pink pepper, bergamot, but then it's got this really just woody, delicious, really masculine base. Oh, so good. It's amber. It's got this leatheriness to it as well. It's got a lot of cedar wood, which makes for this really dry woodiness that just cuts through the air. It's great projection as well. It's a fragrance that is super badass, smells expensive, smells really put together. So if you're that type of guy that loves a super masculine fragrance that is just confidence inducing, that it smells just extremely luxurious, this is the one to go for. And the bottle is pretty badass as well. Next up, I mean, these fragrances are just so amazing on this list, if I say so myself. But this is the best fragrance release of last year for me. This, if you have not tried the new L'Homme Idéal Parfum, because I know it wasn't released in the US for a while. It was first released here in Europe, but go and try it. You won't be disappointed. This is my personal taste of like what I would love to smell on a date. This is phenomenal. They increased the longevity in the new parfum, the projection also, the amaretto biscuits, the leveriness, the almondy cherry accord in here. It is just to die for. This fragrance you can wear on a date. It'll be, she'll want to hug you, okay? But you can also wear it every day if you like a strong signature scent, something very unique but on a designer budget. Wear this and just watch what happens. It is such a good fragrance, guys. Like, I know I say it about all of them, but I only talk about fragrances I love, and this one I can't rank higher. Okay, this is the fragrance that you definitely don't want to miss. Next up, we've got another designer. There's quite a lot of designer fragrances because I think you're pretty safe on a date to go for a designer scent. They're made to be super likable. This or the black bottle, they're both pretty amazing. I chose this one because it's a tad fresher, and I know many of you guys like fresher fragrances, and I think they have got a bit more of that projection that you might want on a date, especially if you're doing an activity or sitting a bit, you know, doing something that you want a bit more projection in your fragrance. This is, like the name suggests, the most wanted. It's got a really sparkling, spiky opening that is so intriguing. This ginger root, just really fresh opening, but it's different to many designer scents that just open with lemon or bergamot. This is really different. It just smells a little bit like apple, cinnamon, cider to me, a little bit, and then it goes into this really masculine, attractive scent. Really good projection, longevity, and the scent is just killer. Just look at the reviews. It's one of those scents that you just can blind buy for a really good price at discounters, and you'll know you'll smell amazing. Next up, it is again one of my favorites, personal favorites, and this is Oud Wood. I would say Tom Ford Oud Wood, the original. I just don't like the parfum. I don't know what it is. It doesn't have the same pull as this one. It is pretty similar, but there is something in the air. This is damn sexy. This is a woody, dry, spicy scent. You think, nothing special. This is just a really simple scent. But man, when I tell you, this is the most complimented fragrance for my husband ever. From our whole collection, he gets stopped on the street, he has to write down the fragrance. Anybody that comes to their house, if it's like a delivery driver, they will ask what he's wearing. If he's out and about, this is a scent that will literally just capture people's attentions. You can spray a little of it, you can spray a lot of it, and it won't be too much. So it's really versatile. Perfect for a date. It's a women killer sort of a fragrance. It's so good. It is becoming a bit pricey with all the price increases, but it is just that good, and I still recommend it because it's just amazing. Next up, we've got a fragrance that is a freshie, again, that masculine freshie coat for men. This is, I would say, a fragrance that is just a design. If you think of a designer fresh fragrance, this is what it is. Yes, there's similar fragrances on the market, but this offers an amazing smell for a really affordable price. You can again get this at discounters. I'll link some of my favorites down below at a really good price. This will go head in head with fragrances like Bleu de Chanel. If you like that, you know, smell, then get something like this. This is an affordable one, but it doesn't smell cheap, which I love because many like lower end designers, they all smell cheap. This one doesn't. It has got that freshness, that woodiness, super masculine, just an overall no-brainer if you're just starting into fragrances and want something that you'll for sure 100% like. Coach for men. Next up, as I've mentioned, Bleu de Chanel will be a super safe choice. Come on, this fragrance, women would run like after this fragrance. It's just phenomenal. Bleu de Chanel Parfum I chose for this one just because this one is a bit richer and it's got an amazing dry down. So if you're going to, hug, then this fragrance, the dry down, it's just unbeatable from the line for me. It's the best. It also, I think, is the least worn Bleu de Chanel, if I can say that, although it's still a very popular fragrance. If you're going to choose Bleu de Chanel for a date, I would go for the Parfum version. Man, this fragrance just hits a spot.
Oh my God!
It's super versatile as well. I like recommending something that you can buy, wear every day, but also wear on a date, because I know not everybody will have 5,000 fragrances. You know, not everybody wants that. Not everybody needs that. It's, if you want one and done fragrance, this will get you crazy compliments, will get you attention. This will last, project everything, and you'll smell amazing for years to come if you want for it to be your signature scent. Next up, I chose something a bit more delicious, because everybody needs a bit more of a delicious scent in their repertoire, and this is simply divine. It is Story of Your Life from État Libre d'Orange. This scent, if you have maybe read about Fève de Lucius from Dior exclusive line, that fragrance has gotten discontinued and it had a cult following. I still have got mine in there, and I've been looking for a fragrance that is, you know, a bit similar, and this has hit that itch for me, has scratched that itch. And it is a fragrance that is gourmand, it's nutty, it's enveloping, it has got that nutty, bready, brioche chocolatiness to it. It is just so delicious. If you like your gourmands, if you want to just smell so good, or if you liked Fève de Lucius from Dior and you want something that is kind of similar vibes, then this is the one that will definitely scratch that itch. And another fragrance that is simply phenomenal, it is Den Le Parfum. This is so good for the price. I always tell you, the FOMO fragrances, they are just so good. They cost less than £50 here in the UK, and the scent profile is simply amazing. Ooh, this fragrance, ooh, man, it is for somebody who loves fragrances like Gentleman by Givenchy, you love Dior Homme Parfum, and you want something like that for a fraction of the price. The fragrance profile, it's so good. It's very irisy, just orris butter, smooth and woody. This fragrance smells like a gentleman, smells so different. And I love that it is all done under £50. It's crazy how good this fragrance is. Simply just phenomenal. If you've been disappointed by the new Dior Homme Parfum re-release, then just get this. Better price, better scent profile, better projection, everything is better. Of course, I'll link all the fragrances in the description and any samples I can find, especially for the niche ones, so you can try them before you buy them if you'd like. Subscribe to this channel if you love fragrances, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.